Just about 3 years ago, I was completely broke and scared shitless that I was never going to get my lucky break in life. And before the lucky break actually came, there was an agent in the firm that I worked for that was trying to sabotage my deals. And the firm that I worked for was literally like 23 seconds away from crumbling into pieces. Meanwhile, I was an oil change away from having negative money. I guess you could say that's probably not the best way to start your real estate career, but something deep down inside knew that all this madness was going to lead to an incredible change. So of course I put my head down and worked. And now I'm 2 years and 9 months in as an agent, and I've done 50 deals. From making $20,000 a year to making $104,000 a year. And let me tell you something, at the very beginning, I did not think this was possible this quick. My day one goal was to make 30 grand my first year, 60 grand my second, 90 grand my third, 100 grand my fourth. My first year I made 86,000. Last year I made 104, and this year my goal is to make 200. And now I'm getting to the point in my career where I know I'm good at this, I know what I'm doing, and I'm finally tuning everything in to the point where I only do things that work. Because at the very beginning, it was kind of difficult. You didn't really know much of anything, so you did everything and only this much worked. It's kind of silly to say because truly the job is just to talk to as many people as possible and build relationships. But also on the other hand, you have to know how to find people that are motivated to do something in the near future. So I'm sure you're probably wondering, how the fuck did you do 50 deals in 2 years and 3 months? Because the first 6 months, nothing really happened. Well, for starters, I'm at the same brokerage I started at, even when it was almost falling apart. The beautiful part about that, after it almost fell apart and it didn't, it was way better after. And my philosophy on why you shouldn't move is, if you're already digging the hole here, continue to dig the hole better here. You'll get deeper, you have a better hole, and it'll just be more uniformed, and you'll just enjoy the ride instead of digging here, going here, and then going there. Dig one hole, go as deep as possible. Number two is find a broker that is willing to give you leads, like Zillow leads, Google leads, Redfin, Realtor, whole 9 yards. Because at the beginning of my career, I was on a 50-50 commission split with all leads. But at the beginning of my career, most of the deals that I closed were theirs. And those Zillow leads really built my confidence into who I am today. Now, I know what you're thinking, 50% is a lot. I'd rather just keep 100%. But if you look at the biggest CEOs in the world, they own like 30% of their company. And my philosophy on this is, I'd rather own 50% of a lot than 100% of nothing. Now I've negotiated my commission split each year, and I'm at 70-30 now on all leads. The only difference is I get more of my leads now. I still have Zillow, and I still have Google, and everything else they provide. But I also have my leads because I figured out how to get them. And my strategy to get leads is simple. I cold call expired leads, canceled leads, withdrawn. I do circle prospecting around my listings, and I just do that 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 times, because you're never going to get good at something the first time, the second time, the third time. You have to trip and fall a lot. I personally paid for courses too, to learn to have better conversations and ask the right questions. And I'm still learning each and every day. But now I'm to the point where I can have conversations and set listing appointments. Like I have a listing appointment in 2 days that I just set today off of maybe 15 phone calls and maybe like 5 conversations. But I've had 10,000 conversations to get to here and have that skill. See, the big tip here is delayed gratification. You have to be willing to go through 1,000 no's to get to one yes. And then when you get that one yes, it'll take 900 no's to get to the next yes. And then 800 to get to one yes. And then 700 to get to one yes. And then all of a sudden you get 100 no's and one yes, you're locked in, you're running, because you've built that skill up over time. Now also keep in mind, to be a real estate agent, you need to have thick skin. You need to have good communication skills. You need to be confident in who you are. And you need to be willing to solve people's problems, because that's literally the whole job. See, the public believes we sell homes, and that's like the tip of the iceberg. We solve people's problems. We put people first. Good agents do, at least. You're a therapist, you're a handyman, you're a listener, you're a negotiator, you're a shoulder to cry on, a connector. And honestly, I don't recommend this for everyone. Because sure, I made $104,000 in a year, but there were some months where I did not get paid. And in some months I got paid 25 grand. And you have to manage that money correctly. You have to understand taxes. You have to understand how to do an S Corp or an LLC. I would recommend an S Corp. Talk to your tax professional. You have to run this like a business, because if you don't, you will fail. But if you do, There's so much money to be made. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Real estate has changed my life. It's felt like a cheat code. The money I make is crazy. I'm blessed and I'm grateful for all my clients, and I'll always put them first. But that's the reason I'm here. So I hope this doesn't discourage you if you're thinking about getting into real estate, because it's incredible, but it's stressful. And there's a lot of emotion involved in this, but you can make so much money and change your life quickly. Now, if you have any questions about real estate, please feel free to ask. I'm always here to help. And if you're in Southern California looking to either buy or sell real estate, I would hope you at least consider me for the job. Or if you're in Southern California and you have a family member or yourself are looking for a cash offer, feel free to contact me. I'll give you a hassle-free cash offer. We'll close quick and it'll be super, super easy. But for now, thank you.